Hello guys, and what is up? This is Silence Pew Pew, and we are coming at you with another video. Today, guys, we are going to be playing World of Warships. In this World of Warships, they just recently... World of Warships Legends, I should say that. World of Warships Legends. They just recently added this game mode called Airstrike, which allows you to play as 2 aircraft carriers as of right now. I don't know if they've added them or if they're adding them, but I heard that there are tier 5 ones. I know the USS Ranger, and I'm not really sure what the Japanese version of their tier 5 carrier would be. However, I figured we'd give it a little bit of some test runs here. I've played it a little bit, but not a whole lot, so we're going to go over some of these things. The aircraft carriers are much different in this version than they are in on PC, and we're going to cover what ups. Oops, I didn't mean to go in there. I wanted to look at the ship. What a lot of those things are. So first thing, in this game mode, you don't actually run out of planes. They just keep on getting produced. You can only have 10 of each squadron on your deck at a time. Sorry about that. You can only have 10 on your deck at a time, so that's worth noting. Also, attack or aircraft per squadron, so both the Langley and the Hoshio, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm not sure, only can send out 6 planes in a squadron at a time. And when you're actually doing your attack runs, only 2 of those 6 actually drop bombs or torpedoes. Right here you can kind of see their hit points and speeds and stuff like that. Nothing too drastic from the other version there. Yeah, for the most part, pretty much a lot of the things are very, very similar. In this version, though, instead of actually having fighters, you have consumables, which will launch 4 fighters that basically just circle your plane. I don't like this too much. It doesn't... because you can't help protect your enemy or your teammates from enemy planes. And you also can't defend your own. So hopefully the fighters will change. We'll see. I think this is probably going to be their final form, though. Like I said, that's a little bit unfortunate, but let's actually, as you can see, hit points, it doesn't really matter. Next thing, upgrades here. I have played with both of these. I bought this one on the Japanese carrier, but at first I was doing the secondary batteries because, like, if somebody gets close to me, I want these secondary batteries to be able to, fire further and with more accuracy. However, you only have 4 secondary weapons on your entire ship, so 2 on each side, and they don't shoot very fast. So I've actually decided that buying this 20% return speed is probably better. I don't know why exactly. Your planes just return back to your ship a little bit faster. And then also with this one, again, this one's kind of nice because it is 20% further and then 20% less, But again, I think this one might just be the better one. 3% extra health doesn't sound like a lot, but I've noticed a lot of the times when I send in my dive bombers, I typically only get 3 bombs off because 3 of my planes have died before they even got to fire, which is a little bit unfortunate. And then finally, there's only 1 hull upgrade. I don't remember how much that costs. I recommend just buying it, though, because you get that right at the start, because this is a premium ship. Now, between these two, there's not much of a difference. The Langley has more hit points, and I think most of its planes travel faster. However, the Japanese one, their planes travel a little bit slower, but they do a bit more... well, I should actually fix this. So, torpedo bombers on the Japanese ones are better, and on the Langley, or the United States one, the dive bombers are better. So you need to figure out which ship you like to play more. I like the Japanese one better just because of the torpedo bombers. Those ones are a lot easier to hit with for beginners versus the dive bombers. And we'll get into why I think that here in a bit. So we're going to go ahead and load up a game, and while the game's loading up, yeah, you guys, we'll just skip into the game. And we're going to jump around a bit, and I'm just going to show you some things. Okay, so some things to mention here at the start. Hopefully you guys can hear me pretty well. You can either only control one squadron of planes at a time, or your ship. There is not the option for both. So you kind of have to choose what you want to do. So I typically just throw this thing in reverse and pretty much back it into a corner. And then I take off with my torpedo bombers, and then we fly out and find an enemy. It's as simple as that. It really doesn't get any better. This is pretty cool. I like this idea better. However, I wish there was a way to switch back and forth between your aircraft carrier. The only way to do that is to hit the down button on your controller right now. However, that'll tell these planes to go land, which we don't want to do. So, yeah. Okay, so it is also worth noting that this game is mostly full of AI. AI are actually pretty good at dodging torpedoes. We'll see if any of those hit, though. I think they actually might. Most of these games will be filled with torpedoes. Which is, I mean, not torpedoes, players, which is slightly unfortunate, but at the same time, you know, they have to fill the games up as best they can, so, okay, so, now that that has happened, we're going to switch over to our dive bombers here, and we'll show you what those guys can do. As you can see, I've got one torpedo to hit. I guess that other one missed that battleship. Like I said, it's not the easiest to hit with these guys. It's not entirely hard. They don't tell you, it doesn't show you, like, oh, if you drop torpedoes here, if they keep their current speed and trajectory, you should hit them. It doesn't do that, which is unfortunate, but, man, you'll just have to figure it out. Yeah, so, as you can see, I've still only got that one torpedo to hit. This is definitely not going very well. I mean, this is kind of what you got to deal with in this game. There's not a whole lot more I can do. Obviously, I just need to get better. I need to hit more, figure out the accuracy of this game. But like I said, it's unfortunate. I mean, I can't even see the destroyer that's here. That's not like I'm going to be able to hit him anyways. So, I don't know. It seems like that's an awful lot of bullets coming out of that destroyer for a destroyer's AA guns, but, you know, I know. So, as you can see here that we've lost two, we're probably going to lose the third one before we even start our attack bomb here. And there's the fourth one even, wow. Wow. Let's see, does that hit? We got one hit with that. Okay, cool. Now we're at that situation where we don't have, you know, all of our... We only have 4 and 4 of each, so I can sit here and wait a bit longer, but I'm not going to because we need to get these guys off. And I'm going to try to see if I can't hit this destroyer, but probably not going to be able to. We'll see. He's already disappeared, actually. Pretty much the only thing that's left is their carrier and this destroyer here, which, don't get me wrong, I could probably find their carrier. Not going to do much damage to it, and this guy's probably going to die before I get a chance to shoot at him. We should be able to make this turn here. Okay. Now we just have to figure out where their carrier is. Typically, the best way to do this is find their planes and then follow them back. Right now, 2 should be getting ready to leave from their attack run. We'll see where those 2 go. However, sometimes they do some weird circle-y stuff. Okay, so I'd say we were right. They were definitely in this corner. Like I said, that's typically where they go. Sometimes they do what I do and they crash into an island. Which, either way, you know, works, so... Yeah, so as you can see, you definitely don't have the damage output that you do typically with carriers, or if you're a really good carrier player in the PC version, you can, kill 2 or 3 ships. Looks like the game's over here. We won by points. Unfortunately, that was not a very good game. I'll admit that. I missed a couple of shots that I shouldn't have, but for the most part, I mean, when I was first starting out, I was getting less than 15,000 damage every single time, and I wasn't hitting with a single bomb ever. With a dive bomb. Those are a little bit harder to figure out, but once you figure those ones out, I think those are your better bet, actually. Torpedoes just are still so much easier to hit with. Like you can see here, more than half the lobby is AI. That's what I was trying to say. So it's very easy playing as a player, like a tier 4 or tier 3 ship, to get quite a bit of kills. As an aircraft carrier, I've only ever really stolen kills. I think I've killed like 4 or 5 ships. That's about it as an aircraft carrier. So this has been kind of interesting because I've definitely noticed that, I wonder if they changed something recently, because I've been losing planes a little bit quicker than I normally do. I hadn't noticed that before. We're gonna, typically in the PC version, you always wanted to try to find that lone ship, typically a lone battleship, or if you could potentially try to force a destroyer to kind of turn around, which could, typically be pretty helpful to your party, your group, attack force. I don't know what you would call this, Navy, but this one you don't typically find the lone ship, and obviously I would understand why. I think the maps are a bit smaller on this one, anyways, but let's see if that gets anything. 1 hit, alright, I'll take it. Yeah, so we got 3 planes left. We'll see if we can get these guys swung around for another attack run on that guy in time or not. Dang, those both missed. Alright, and now there's a cruiser in our base. It's probably an AI, because they don't have a damn clue what they're doing anyways. It is an AI. He's on fire or flooding, but unfortunately we're going to have to try to take him out. Oh, look, yeah. I don't know what's going on. I guess more people are playing or something here, because normally these battles pretty much take the full 15 minutes. These both have not taken that full 15 minutes, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and give the Langley here now a try, and I'll get back with you guys in a minute. Okay, so we're going to give the Langley here a try. It's pretty much the same thing. Like I said, though, I think my dive bombers travel faster, and they do more damage than my torpedo bombers. My torpedo bombers travel slower and do slightly less damage than the Japanese ones. So, like I said, I don't know if that's really going to make a whole lot of difference. I do have a little bit more hit points, but other than that, they're pretty much the same ship. And I'm sure that they wanted to try to make them as balanced as possible, but, like I said, either way, we'll give this one a try. Hopefully this game will be a bit better for you guys. I'm sorry that it hasn't been. There is, a bit more players in it. So that typically makes the game go a little bit quicker, because the AI is really stupid, and they crash into each other a lot. You'll notice that. But for the most part, I mean, having had a good game here today, I'm not going to say that I've had amazing games before. I've had my best game, I did 50,000 damage, I think I killed 2 ships. So, I mean, yeah, it might have been, yeah. My one friend, he had a game where he got 56,000, I think he killed 4 ships, and that was pretty impressive, but, again, we were playing against mostly AI, so don't expect too much. I think there's a lot that they need to change about how aircraft carriers are played. I think they know that, and hopefully we'll see those changes. Maybe we won't, but I think you need to be able to attack with either more planes at once, or need to have multiple squadrons out at a time. I think would help it a lot too. And do remember, you can slow your planes way down. So, we'll see if that one hits. Yep, that's looking good. Cool. So that was pretty good. We got 5 hits there out of my 6 shots. So, as you can see, we've done 15,000 damage to that battleship. However, he can re-heal 10% of his health. So he's probably already doing that. I think it's 10% anyways. I'm not 100% positive what it is. We have 1 destroyer over there, so that's kind of why I'm focusing over there. I actually might start to go forward down the right side of the map here. This potentially might be a good game. We'll see. It's typically, I notice that I have better games when our team is losing, because it takes a long time for the enemy team to actually find me and kill me. Especially if it's pretty much just AI left, because they don't try to capture the points, which would make sense. They just try for the kills, and they'll blindly go around. But I will say that I've noticed that AI typically do a bit better at dodging attacks than players do, and I think it's because they can kind of see what players can't see, which makes things a little... Oh shit, I just missed. Okay, I got one. Sometimes these planes, man, they're just, you tap them just slightly, and they go super far to the right or to the left. Other times, not so much. Ah, damn, that fighter just killed 2 planes in one go. Oh, shit. How did we get so far ahead of him? Whoa. Oh, 1 hit. Okay. We gotta go try to kill this player now, I guess. And if we don't, we're screwed. Probably gonna miss.
Fighter airborne. The enemy is about to win. The enemy is about to...
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard to hit cruisers with dive bombers anyways, but yeah, obviously we were getting pretty badly beat up there at the very beginning of this game. We've got a actual player left alive now, and that's pretty much it. Unfortunately for him, he's gonna lose. Like I said though, guys, I'm pretty much done at this point. I'm not gonna keep on playing these games. Trying to get a good video for you guys. That's my best one right there so far. 20,800 damage. Sure, I should I have kept backing up, probably, because then he wouldn't have found me as quickly. But I would have gotten off like 1 more set of planes. It really wouldn't have changed much. I mean, if I could control my ship and the planes at the same time, this game would be a heck of a lot better, because then I could actually tell my ship where to go. Because right now you just put it in full reverse pretty much and slam it into the corner of the island, or the map, or the edge of the map, either way. Or you slam yourself into an island, and that's pretty much it. So in this case, you know, I didn't do that, and you know, I died. But either way, I mean, I wasn't going to survive much longer anyways. We definitely were going to lose. There's no way I can solo, even with this destroyer. I'm not going to say solo it, I guess. All those people, me and that destroyer, we just couldn't win in 7 minutes. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys all on the next video.